Matthew Wood,
Hello, Tim.
first team captain of Brighton and Hove Cricket Club.
2011.
Welcome to the game.
Thanks.
Just wanted to chat to you basically. First of all, to introduce you to Brighton Hove Cricket Club and your adoring fans now. But also to have a little look ahead to 2011 season and what that holds in store for the Bentons.
Cool.
So first of all, taking over from Patrick Spencer, must be quite a difficult thing to do, a big character.
No, absolutely. It's a massive task, I think, taking over from Spuddy's, I think, for the last 3 years or so. I think 3 years anyway. No, he's been fantastic. Not only has he been a great captain, he's also taken the most wickets, taken the most runs. He's not too bad in the field, if not a little bit slow. But I've been lucky enough the last 2 years to be vice captain, so I think I've got a little bit more of an insight. I've done a few games, so looking forward to it. Should be a good season, but it will be tough to replace Patrick both as a captain, also as probably our key player over the last 3 or 4 years.
How have we gone about replacing Patrick?
We haven't. We have been looking around the last couple of months looking for a decent spinner. Unfortunately, we're without one, so we've ended up going for an extra seamer in the attack. But we're hoping that our seam's going to do the job. We've got obviously Matt Green can fill in with a few overs of off spin, and Luke Wells, when he's available, will be a key off spinner for us as well. And
I'm sure
also,
Chris Grammer will tell you about his first class average.
But that's why we've just sent him to go and get beers, so we don't have to get him involved with this. But obviously Wellesley as well, if he wants to bowl leg spin, he can basically bowl whatever he likes because he's really good.
It's an interesting one really with Wellesley, because obviously he's contracted to the club, played a couple of first class games I think at the end of last year. We've got a few professionals now. How likely is it that we're going to have them this year?
They're all quite young, obviously with the exception of Chris Little, who we hope will be playing a lot more first class cricket, especially the injuries he's had the last couple of years. But Wellesley is class. Obviously, we'd love to have him in our team every Saturday, but I think if we're realistic, we've got to know that he's going to be up there playing first team for Sussex, hopefully. The same with Mach, maybe in the one-day format, but as I said, we'll have to see how much we've got them for the season. Whenever we have got them, it's a bit of a bonus, but the strength of our team anyway, it's not the end of the world if they're not playing for us week in, week out, and we'll still do a job on a lot of teams.
Okay, so one exciting bit of news for the Bentons this year is the signing of that tall ginger Irishman. Tell us a little bit about him.
Yeah, we've been lucky enough. He was on the Sussex Academy last year. Craig Young is signed to play for us. Bowler accounts talking to Keith Greenfield. He's a pretty exciting bowler, and obviously another international Benson, been picked in the provisional 30-man squad for Ireland. So we're looking forward to having him play plenty of games for us this year. But again, as he's already in the academy programme, there's no reason that he can't have a few good games for Sussex second 11, and you never know what could happen. He could make it into the first team, and obviously that's the reason that we play club cricket, is because we want these guys to make the best of their ability. Okay,
looking at the squad this year, do you think it's a strong enough squad to challenge for the title?
Absolutely. I've always said I think we're good enough to win the league. I think the last couple of years and last year, Horsham and Preston Nomads have been the two standout teams. But there's no reason why we can't be up there, especially with our bowling attack. Again, without Spud, it's going to be hard. But there's no reason why we can't do it. We need to find those runs from somewhere else as well. I think that's going to be the key. I have no doubt that we're going to get 10 wickets a game. But finding those runs, we've got enough players in our team. We've got Matt Green, Jordan, Mach, Wellesley, Lids, yourself, Nugget. Everyone's got to put their hands up now. They've had a couple of years, obviously, when we had Clappy, when we had Spud. But somebody's got to really kind of put their hands up now and weigh in with 400 or 500 runs. And if a couple of blokes can do that, then I think we've got a real good chance for the league this year. Good.
So it all starts really next Thursday with Winter Nets. How that's come around so quickly, that's mental. But how do you view Winter Nets? Is it hardcore training now, or is it just seeing the boys again, getting back into the groove of things?
I think initially it's just catching up with the lads a bit, isn't it? We're basically have an hour net session, and everyone's not going to be able to move the next day. So, but it'd be nice to catch up and getting back into the rhythm a bit. Obviously, we're quite lucky this year. We've got a new S&C coach in Tim Marks, who also plays in our second 11. who's already promised me that he's going to be hard on the boys and he's going to be pulling them out of the net and smashing out a few press ups, a few crunches. So it's going to be intense, but no, it should be good fun. It should be good fun. Looking forward to bowling a few short balls indoors, because I certainly can't bowl them outdoors. So.
All right, looking at the team, who do you really hope comes through this year? Because previously it's been quite a young team, and everyone's had potential, but I think now's the time for certain players to really kind of kick on and, you know, step up to the plate and kind of show themselves, prove themselves.
Absolutely. I think everyone at some point in the last couple of seasons has proved they've got the ability to do it. It's the consistency that we're looking for, something that Matt Mach and Luke Wells have done for us in the last couple of years. But it's the people that I'm looking forward to seeing play this year. People like Jordan Rollins, I think, is going to be a real key performer for us. He can, obviously at 7'5", he can be a fantastic bowler on his day, and with the bat as well, I'd say he's one of the more naturally gifted players that we've got. So he's definitely an excitement for us this season. But I think everyone, there's no one that doesn't not deserve to be in the first team. Everyone's there for a reason. Even Greeny with his off spin, I know he's worked hard on that with his batting as well. I think with a lot of our guys, it's in the head more than it is with their kind of natural ability. I think, as I said, we are a bloody good team. So fingers crossed, and obviously being captain now, batting in the top four is quite a big challenge for me. So bowling 25 overs and then hopefully going out there to bat for 3.5 hours as well is going to be tough. But I think I'm up to it this season.
Good. Well, I wish you all the very best of luck.
Thanks very much, Tim.
Thank you for joining us here in this edition of Benson's TV.
No worries. I look forward to seeing you throughout the season.